folks ain't gonna keep being patient with you. That playful person that the Buffalo City by storm in his first interview, and he sat down and was like, yeah, I love cookies, and he had the whole, all that was all cool, but we give that grace to young players. Mm-hmm. Big dog, you supposed to be our number one.
Come on now.
And you're playing like a bum.
Yeah, bet you better catch that ball.
I bet you better start doing your job.
We know ever since he was drafted by the Buffalo Bills, took his first press conference, answered that first question, that Keon Coleman was either glowing with elite aura or was special.
Coat from here,
Huh?
Got you a coat from here?
Nah, man, you forgot I went to school in Michigan for 2 years? Guess where I got this from, though?
Where you get it?
That I'm saying you gotta guess. You gonna be wrong, though, but guess.
Time is up.
Nah. Macy's. What you mean? They be on sale on the rack. All the colors.
Right. Exactly.
Look, $79, $89. Nice little deal. You can get the trench coat for like $100. Nice little. I'll take you there personally. I might go get some more colors. I need a blue one and another red one.
Got you. I'm with you.
There's good Thanksgiving sales too. That's what I usually do.
See, I ain't know nothing about Thanksgiving. You see, I shop like my mom. I get my coats in the summertime. You gotta shop a season or two before, just in case, and they be cheaper. Cause you go at Thanksgiving, everybody in Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? Who we starting with? Oh, we could go. Oh, my bad. Hold up, y'all can hear me? This on or this off? All right, bro. I'm just making sure I'm hoping you ain't trying to set me up. Who we got going first?
Because that dude said nothing but funny things coming straight up out his mouth.
What do you do outside of football?
I chill at the house, golf, bowl a little bit.
You golf?
I ain't no golf. I'm Tiger. Wish he could. I'm not Tiger Woods now. I wish I could putt and do all that. Them boys out there shooting 5 under. I ain't doing all that. I'm like TV 5 to hit just to put it in. But I'm gonna go have fun. Like it's controlled chaos. You frustrated, but you can't get mad. Pull a muscle in your back trying to hit the ball. So it forces me to stay calm and just swing. Just have some fun.
And what we saw at Florida State, Michigan State, was a wide receiver that can play above the rim with elite ball skills. But that's not what the Buffalo Bills got. They got a wide receiver right now in his second year that ranks 75th among wide receivers in target separation, 50th in first read targets. He's not the first read in his own offense. And you're starting to see the downside play in to his game right now, considering he can't get on the field in some moments, especially when he's a healthy scratch.
As soon as you heard the Keon Coleman, or that we heard rather, he's not playing like, okay, now it's my time, I'm going to step up. How do you manage that relationship? Like, is he in your ear giving you, supporting you? What is that like? I have no idea what that could be like.
I'm the big brother. He's the little brother.
Yeah.
Like, in the family, like I'm the mature one. He's like the little brother that plays around, hits you all the time.
What would you like to tell fans who have frustrations with Keon Coleman? What the one that you know, the one that you see, the one that you know is going to show up for this team? What do you want to say about Keon?
I just want to say he's not perfect. Like, he is human at the end of the day. We all are human. Everybody makes mistakes. He's learning from them, and he's young.
Missing team meetings, not being out there on the field, allowing his teammates to get opportunity.
Keon, funny, but you're not good enough to miss meetings. You're not. They've been disappointed in your play, and you're missing meetings. This is a recipe. This is how you get released. This is how you get moved on. Bruh, you ain't at Florida State no more. You're not getting separation. You don't win consistently. If it's not an athletic play where you can elevate over somebody, you don't do anything. And now you're missing meetings? I don't, but can we show the video?
Yeah.
Ocho, this is, hold on now. Here's a guy that was a healthy scratch because he missed a meeting. The coach chose not to dress him. Take a look at, this is him before the game on the field. Look at this. Is that the guy that gets it? I'm going to let you answer, because you're the receiver guy. Because everybody say, Shannon, you too hard. I'm going to let Ocho take it off. Take off, Ocho. That's you.
Nah. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I mean, obviously, it's before a game. You're a healthy scratch. Most of the time, most players, you're angry. You're angry in a situation like that where you're a healthy scratch. Listen, he getting hyped up with his fellas on the sideline. But I would be angry. I would be upset because I want to be out there on the field with them boys.
What you dancing and laughing for? Bro, you a healthy scratch.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Let me ask you a question. If Chase miss a meeting, you think they gonna downgrade him? They gonna say you out? What about Jetta?
Nah.
I get being late. I think we've all been late. Ocho, how you missed the whole damn meeting? Ocho, we got guess what? You got practice and you got meetings. That's it. That's Ocho. That is literally our job. You meet. After you meet, you practice. You go home.
Hey, what he missed? He missed Friday. He must have missed Friday meeting, huh? Yeah.
Yes.
Damn. Come on,
Ocho.
Key. Come on, boy.
I don't get it, Ocho. You dancing on the sideline. You keying, and you not even in the game. So let me ask you a question. What do you think Sean McDermott's thinking? What do you think the general manager's thinking? They're thinking the exact same thing you and I thinking. You said it. He don't get it.
Yeah. Listen, them opportunities, they shrink real fast, especially when they don't view you as valuable as you may think.
How we do it, Ocho? Production and tolerance. As long as production is here, so is tolerance. The moment production goes here, production will never be lower than tolerance. Just so you know. They can be here. You producing, I'll tolerate a lot. But if you start producing, I cannot let tolerance be above production.
He gonna get right, though. He gonna get right.
Not being able to show up when they need him. That's Keon Coleman right now.
I mean, it was really no reaction. It was expected. We communicated that, so understandable.
Can you talk about what went into why that happened?
We keep that in-house, but, like you said, disciplinary reasons, just got to be more accountable.
How do you respond? How do you respond to that and move forward?
Just being what I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to do, and showing that level of maturity.
Keon, you've been everybody's praised the growth that you've made from last year to this year. Do you feel like you've made that growth and you're on the right track, and those things won't happen again?
Yeah, for sure. Things happen. You just got to do your best to try to eliminate them.
Go ahead, Dad. Is it frustrating with, like Sal said, the growth you made in the offseason to have, I guess, what I'm going to call best a setback in terms of that maturity?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a setback. It's just a growing pain in a sense. So just, it is frustrating because, you're better than that as a person and an individual. And, you don't like the things that it shows. Sometimes it might show that you don't care and things like that, and that's not the case. So you want to eliminate those things.
What do you do personally to make sure those things aren't happening anymore?
Really just knowing where I had to be and being on top of it.
Keon, and to show, okay, and then you fumble the ball, but then you respond with a...
So he's a headache to the coaching staff. Everything's not coming together for him. And now we're trailing. Now we're behind.
I think he's right now a guy that you could just put out there by himself and go beat coverage. Really versus any corner. I just don't believe he's that guy yet. I think he's got to be utilized a little bit like they do Shakir. I really think he should become at least right now, and specifically early in games, just get him the ball in space, a bubble guy, an RPO guy, ball in space guy. He's not whooping people.
So here's the issue with that is not his game. That is not.
You don't think so? Because punt returning and
you're seeing those catches, and the reason why I put that up there is because instinctually, when you are confident in that, he has to know at this level, you are a catch and get vertical. You leave the side-to-side step back to Shakir, but at this level, you're dangerous. When you catch and get vertical with speed at your size, then those big plays will happen. And to your point about lining him up, He's going to have to develop more of a bag, more of a package in his routes, and the way he makes things look like that makes that look like this. But how they're using him now,
it can't just be run straight and out
can't be
muscle
run
people.
straight out back shoulder you and you go up and get it. Like, that's going to wear out. NFL DBs at some point aren't going to let that to continue going on. This isn't the college level.
But it's not a surprise when you look at the college production. And we are not hitting the spec right now.
There are different paths or journeys. Do we want it to have happened before now? Yes. He would tell you the same thing. So the important piece is that he learns from this, as I said yesterday, and he grows from this. You grow from it, we can move forward. And you don't grow from it, it's hard to move forward. So ultimately becomes about developing trust and the trust that your teammates have in you. Trust builds through repetition and consistency. And so that's the direction that we need him to go, and we believe he will go.
We only own an 18.2% target share. We're not a main threat in the offense. We only have 52 targets on the season, and we're only running a 76.3% route participation rate, which is good for an average wide receiver. But for what they drafted, they wanted more than that.
Yeah, well, I'm encouraged by what I've seen in the small window of time since the Tampa game, and we take it one day at a time. Like I said, it's really about making sure we're taking the proper steps every day that lead to winning. That's if you want to win, you got to have winning habits, and that's important. So we see winning habits, then he's in the conversation as we move forward every week, and then we go with what we feel like gives ourselves the best chance to win, and that's true of any player, not just Keon.
And this season, in 10 games, just 339 yards, 4 touchdowns. Most of that, might I add, in the first game of the season against the Ravens where he went off.
Like you guys know me, I'm going to say I obviously got to do a better job. I think it's a combination of, sometimes there is some games where, hey, we're trying to get him going and Josh does a good job of progressing, and next thing you know, Dalton gets the catch and, hey, it's a good job. It's I try to. You always want to try to get certain guys involved, but you also don't want to just force throws. I think Keon is doing a much better job of his attention to detail and his focus in the run game. I thought that was evident yesterday. I thought you can see that and how that's going to open up and allow him to stay on the field a little more, especially in the pass game, where he's not always just a single into the boundary. I thought he had his best week of practice. Again, I want to get him going more in the pass game. I thought, he'd have good opportunities in the Atlanta game. We just didn't. Some of those situations didn't end up occurring, but I think he's in a good headspace. And I think as our offense, I said it last year, I thought we didn't hit our ground kind of going until the Seattle game, and we're around that point this year where it's time to kind of put it all connected together, run game, pass game, and kind of feel hey, who we're going to be as an offense. And we did a good job in the run game yesterday, but now we got to put it together as complementary football type of thought.
And now you're looking at what he's done during his first 2 seasons here with the Bills. Might I add, not stiff competition for targets. You got Khalil Shakir, but for what you drafted Keon Coleman as, you got a wide receiver here with just 63 balls caught, 895 yards, 8 touchdowns, a 17% target share in 2 seasons. And it took him 23 games to get there. He has a grade per PFF of 65.5. We are trending to Bustville, and we're getting there rather quickly. The odds of a year 3 wide receiver turning around from 2 years of this type of production is not good. Top flight wide receivers show up early. And this guy was drafted as the first pick in the 2nd round in 2024. Pretty much a first-round pick. Like, they were able to sleep on it before they made the pick. He was drafted at 201. And the thing is, I thought it was weird at the combine when he ran a 4.61 40-yard dash, but yet had, the fastest miles per hour run during the drills. I thought that did not equate too well. But you're game speed this, game speed that, so you kind of let it slide. But it was kind of weird in the same token. He's got good size, decent catch radius. The size of just athleticism, tested-wise, isn't elite. And we're not an elite separator when this is a game in this era of space when it comes to winning at wide receiver. When you go back and peel back what he did in college, he was not a dominant player. He wasn't a mega producer. Did not have 1,000-yard season to his name. His most productive year was in 2022 at Michigan State, 798 yards, 7 touchdowns, 58 balls caught. That was his most productive year. He did own a 27.7% share of the passing production, and Michigan State does not throw the ball all that, and it's not like they had elite quarterback play, but it's not like he was racking up the counting stats to go along with the advanced analytics. Florida State, we get there, we go off against LSU, and everybody's calling him a first-round pick, showing off the nasty ball skills. We finished that season in 12 games, 50 balls caught, 658 yards, 11 touchdowns. That's the season that got him anointed. That's the season that got people calling him a first-round pick. Not even a 20% share of the team's passing production, 18.7. Metrically, we get an early breakout at 20 years old, but we're looking at this, a wide receiver that could not hit 1,000 yards no matter where he played at, and we're seeing this as a clue right now because we're catching similar statistics right now here with the Buffalo Bills. We only have 8 games on our career with more than 80 yards receiving, only 5 games with more than 100 yards. On our career at 3 years in college, Michigan State and Florida State, this was never a dominant wide receiver. The thing about his game and what we saw about him going to the Buffalo Bills was a wide receiver that could step up and make plays, was a wide receiver that could step up and make it deep downfield and give you that Gabe Davis effect. Keon Coleman's a wide receiver that's trending towards Bustville. That's trending to be a major bust in the National Football League, considering his draft capital. If he doesn't turn it around here soon, within the next year, year and a half, this is a wide receiver that's going to float around the NFL. The Buffalo Bills are going to have to continue bringing in more wide receivers to fill the gap. And this is going to be another wide receiver that could not live up to the hype. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.